Hi, this is Logan Garibay, and today we're going to talk about DC's future state. All right, so first I'll define what it is. So DC Comics. All right, and I'm not talking DC Comics, the animated movies. I'm not talking DC Comics, the movies. I'm talking real comic books, right? American brand comic books, which are a really unusual thing now. They are really, just so you're aware, you really cannot in any way, shape, or form assume that comics are going to be an ongoing concern. I think comics are really in trouble right now. They haven't been doing well for 3 or 4 years from the perspective of actually selling books. They are the goose that laid the golden eggs. There are these multi-billion-dollar franchises that are based on comics, but the books themselves do not do great. Okay, so I love American comic books, but they are problematic. They are incredibly problematic. So one, their form factor is terrible, right? Right now, you will pay $3 to $5. Actually, you know what? You'll pay $3 to $8 for a modern comic book, one issue, and then you're going to need to spend 25 cents to put it into a bag and a board. And frankly, at $3 to $5 an issue, if you're not spending a quarter to get a good bag and a board, you're not paying attention. That seems incredibly foolish, and you really shouldn't be doing what you're doing. That's just crazy, in my opinion, right? So the reason why I bring this up is my daughter, she reads manga, and that is a fantastic format. It is a far better physical format than American comic books have. American comic books have an absolutely terrible format that's been around since the beginning. It's been around since 40s or 50s. It really should change. It should go to a full graphic novel, or it should go to a manga, maybe in a full color manga edition format. I think that would be much, much better. I do want to see comic books remain in print. The idea that comic books would be out of print is offensive to me personally. I think they should always remain in print. It's important. It's really, really important, and they're worthy of it, right? They're visually stunning, and I think American comics should remain in print. Just my take. All right, so DC Future State is a bold move by DC Comics with the physical comics, right? So what are they doing? So it's going to run between January and February. It runs through 3 different titles. It runs through the Justice League. I shouldn't say it runs through. Okay, it is comics with superheroes from 3 distinct families. It is the DC. It's the Batman family, it's the Superman family, and it's the Justice League family. Okay, Justice League, Superman, and Batman are so powerful in DC comics industry that within that company that each one of them have multiple titles at all times. Okay, there are always multiple Superman titles, multiple Batman titles, multiple Justice League titles, and I don't think any other elements within DC Comics really can say that. Okay, now for 2 months. They are going to suspend all currently running books. Suspend all currently running books to do this DC's Future State crossover event. It's a huge crossover event. It'll cross over, and honestly, it's not going to go into any of the books, right? You could collect this thing on your own, and it's a big super event, and you can gather what you want. Now, I want to just let you know. There are no less than, I just signed up for 8 different books. I can tell you the books I signed up for. I signed up for DC Next Batman, Future State Next Batman, Future State Dark Detective, Future State Teen Titans, Future State Wonder Woman, Future State Amazonian Wonder Woman, okay? Future State Amazonian Wonder Woman. I'm not getting the traditional Wonder Woman title. Future State... I'm trying to think if there was any other ones. I think I went along and I got Future State Batman. I'm sorry. So I also got Future State Nightwing and Future State Catwoman, and I think that's it. So I'm getting about a third of the books that are available. A third of the books that are going to be available to collect. Okay, and it's that's my choice, right? One of the reasons why I'm doing that is I think you would probably spend between $300 and $600 if you got everything, right? I'm probably going to be out of pocket $100 to $200, right, over 2 months, and that's enough for me. I'm getting the titles I'm interested in. I can tell you some of the titles that I skipped, like, right, I'm skipping Zara Corel, right, which is like a Kryptonian book. I'm skipping Aquaman. Come on, it's Aquaman. I'm skipping. There's a few others that I'm. Oh, almost the entire Superman book line. I'm not a fan of Superman. I really dig Batman. The only time I want to see Superman is when he's getting his butt kicked by Batman, right? And I'm only getting the main Justice League title, right? So those are the choices I'm making. A the ones that I'm grabbing. I'm really excited about them. I'm excited, and I signed up with my FLGS, and I have my list. They're going to put them in a bin for me, and I'm really excited for it, and I'm ready for it, right? I really think this is a great idea. I think they're taking a huge risk by suspending their current books. I think current fans are going to be really upset about this. I am a crossover purchaser. I love getting in and getting out, right? I don't like to sign onto a book and get it forever because the artist changes or the writers change, and the book becomes junk after a while. That almost never changes, right? So I really like these crossover events. I'm really excited about this. I would definitely suggest you check it out. There's plenty of time to sign up and get a few books for yourself. What is your opinion, though? I'm super dope. I'm super hyped for this. I'm so down for Future State. I think this is a great idea. I'm really, really excited about the books that I put on order, and I'm excited about this dropping. What do you think? What do you think of DC's? What do you think of the future of comics? What do you think of DC's decision to suspend all running books for 2 months to do this crossover event? And then what do you think? Do you think this will be a success or a failure? I'd love to hear your opinion. Let me know in the comments below. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.